What is up and welcome back to Video Creation School. This week I'm going to show you how to edit videos on your phone. What is the best software to use on your phone? I know not everybody's a professional, not everybody wants to spend money, and a lot of people just want to make TikTok videos, Instagram Reels. Maybe that's your business. Maybe you're trying to become an influencer and you want to know how to post videos quickly and easily without having to deal with a laptop. Totally get it. That's why we're here today. So the app we're going to cover today is called CapCut. Maybe you've heard of it if you've been in the online world. A lot of people who do TikTok use CapCut to edit with just because it's easier than editing on the TikTok app or any of those social media apps. They kind of fall flat when it comes to editing. So a lot of people use CapCut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my screen here. Let's see, microphone on. And I'm going to show you how to edit a video in CapCut and how easy it really is. They make it extremely user-friendly. Obviously, if they're trying to reach an audience, one of the better things about this app is it's free to use. There are some paid features, I believe, where you can get some like pro level stuff. So far, I haven't needed it. You don't have to pay to remove the logo at the end of the video. They had a little watermark that's there by default. You can actually turn that off in the settings. So you don't even need to pay to remove the CapCut logo that sometimes you'll see. So for this editing process, the only thing I'm going to need is my phone. Shot some video on it the other day while I was at an awesome place called Dwayne's up in North Carolina. And just got a bunch of clips from that. And then I'm going to use this funny looking little microphone. I get it. It looks like a joke. I'm sure, again, you've probably seen these online of people talking into their little microphones. Honestly, the audio quality is better than my phone though. So I'm going to use it if you don't have one of these, because like I got this from a conference. One of the booths gave it to me, and I have a little dongle here to make it plug into my iPhone because iPhones took away the audio jack. But I'm going to use that. If you don't have one, it's fine. Just talk closely to your phone. That way you're not like talking way over here away from it. Audio quality affects, the distance affects the quality. So make sure you're staying close to the phone. All right. So what I've got here, I've got all my projects, as you can see. Some small things I've made for Instagram. So you can take camera if you want to shoot camera. For most instances, you're going to have shot video and you want to bring it into here and edit it. They have the auto cut feature. I don't trust any auto editing service stuff yet. I've seen GoPro try to do it. Sometimes it hits right. I've seen a couple of my friends on Instagram, the influencers. I'll have to bring them on and have them talk about what they used to do some of their auto editing stuff, because I know they're not sitting down and editing it, and I want to know, because I've seen a couple that look pretty cool. For the most part, it doesn't know what you need and what you don't need. So anyways, click new project. You can see my little niece there. You come in here through the phone, and I'm just going to select all the shots that I think I want. Not all of them were great. Obviously, that's the nature of shooting video and shooting on your phone. So I shot this. I actually didn't even have this back grip on here. I forgot to put it on. So stabilization was a little less, and I didn't use a gimbal. They make gimbals for your iPhone that keep it buttery smooth. I wanted to keep this as real world as possible. So, So I literally just went in and handheld shot this video, just walking around this awesome place called Dwayne's. If you've never seen it, I'm about to do a voiceover for it, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's see. And I don't want the video to be too long because it is social media. So 30 to 45 seconds, I'm thinking, should really do it. So I want a lot of like wide shots to kind of give a feel for the scale of everything. And let's see. That should do it. And that one in there. So I've got 18 clips in here. They're anywhere from like 5 seconds, 14 seconds. I think that's the 14. I think it's looking like the longest one. Yeah, 14. Now when I shoot, I'm not shooting a 14-second clip to be used in its entirety. A lot of times I'll shoot something this way and I'll be like, oh, I don't like that. And I'll go back and do it this way. So I need to go in and edit that out. So you just add all your clips. You'll say loading up in here. It's loading. Whoop, there it goes. All right, so now you can see all the clips. Now this clip is a slow motion clip. So you can see it's 7 seconds long, but I shot this in 120 frames a second. So if I want to slow it down, I can slow it down a good bit. But as you can see, I also shot it on the 0.5 millimeter or 0.5 lens on my camera, the super wide lens. And you can see as you pan up, it starts to distort the building a little bit. If you see it right there, that's just the lens being wonky because it's not a $2,000 lens, it's an iPhone lens. So I'm gonna have it just a little bit. So what you do is you come down here to split, you hit that button and you see it splits, and whichever one you have selected, you just hit delete. So I have that clip, and then if I want to change the speed, hit speed and normal, and then come down here. You can speed it all a lot up to 100%. I want to bring it down probably 50%, and then just hit the check mark, and then you can see it plays back. So that's how easy it is to edit. Now, if I want to add audio, this is another really cool thing. You hit sounds, and let's see, let's type in Christmas. And then, let's see, I had one earlier I was liking.
It's Christmas Day, the reindeer.
Definitely not. Sure, let's do that one. All right, so now I've got my audio in here. You can click like 3D press, hard press. You can drag it around where it starts. So I've got mine starting right here. You can also select this, and a ton of effects down here at the bottom that you can go through. We'll go through a couple of them, but I don't want to get too crazy with it. Let's see. Hit that fade in, so you can see if you wanted to do a fade in, you have that option there. You can also do the fade outs, obviously. One thing about video is the first couple seconds, really where it grabs attention. That's where you want to like grab all the attention right there. So as like a professional videographer, a lot of times I want to add that nice fade in with the music or have it come in with the music. As a marketer, I don't always want to, because I want to grab that attention at the very, very beginning. So I'm going to take that off. So that way when people see it on TikTok and Instagram, it's just there. All right, let's see. And I might even move that clip. Let's see. So you can see like this clip, I want to split that one and delete that section. And I probably don't want to use too much of that just because it's a tighter shot. It's an interesting shot of the tree. This cool shot of Santa and then backing up showing the room. Cute little signs, which I don't need that whole shot. Delete that part. I'm just going to kind of go through and show you how I would edit all this. They have this whole Grinch section back here, which is pretty awesome. This is a new addition to their store. They didn't have this, to my knowledge, didn't have this whole section last year. If they did, it was largely sold out by the time I saw it. Let's see. I'm going to cut that one. And a lot of this stuff I shot in 4K 60 frames a second, so I can slow any clip down that I want by a certain percentage. So if you shoot 60 frames a second, if you watch the last week's episode, I talked about slow motion stuff. 60 frames a second, you can slow down 40% of normal speed. 120 frames a second, you can slow down to 20% of normal speed. So let's see. Whoop, you see how I dropped the camera there? Unless I'm going to use that for a transition, I want to cut it out. Delete that, and then we got Mrs. Claus. Cut this one. Just kind of going through and trimming it down to like what I like, what I think is usable, and what I think is garbage. I might not use that clip, but I'm going to keep it in there for now just to see the length. I'm going to move this one right there, split that one, delete it. I'm going to split that one to the beginning of the movement. That way you don't show my thought process. Same thing with that one. Let's cut to the action. There's my wife. All right, and then Christmas Land. I know for a fact I'm going to move this one. This might be the opening shot of the video. Just because it goes back to catching that attention. It grabs the attention. I'm showing off this place because they have an awesome Christmas store inside. And it's only October right now. This Christmas store is like full-fledged. So I really wanted to show that off. So I think I'm going to start with a shot of the Christmas Land sign. That way it grabs people's attention. Anybody who loves Christmas like me is going to be interested because it's Christmas. If I show you the shot of Dwayne's first, it's just a shot of an outside of a store. It looks like an advertisement. If I show Christmas first, it's going to grab that target audience that I want to grab. This is going to go near the beginning. I know it's not Christmas at all, but it's going to go near the beginning because I want to talk about like Dwayne's is this awesome store in North Carolina that has more than just Christmas stuff. But once you get to the back side of their store, it turns into a winter wonderland. All right, so I've got 2 minutes of footage there that I obviously don't need. Now you can grab, like shrink down the timeline so you can kind of see more of what's going on. With the audio, you don't want your audio to be at 100% your music choice because that's just going to be too loud. Now, if you're using something like TikTok, Instagram, maybe you want to add the audio, the music in there. That way you get that music label. You know what I'm talking about if you use that. If you want to get found using the audio, that's fine. Don't add music. Just add music in TikTok. Just remember to do this step. If you come in here, you want to lower that audio down. You want it to be a music bed, not a highlight video. Because I'm going to be adding a voiceover, I want to be able to hear myself more so than just hearing a Christmas song. Christmas song, it's kind of just setting the mood subconsciously. The video and the content is what's going to drive it. I have no idea what I'm going to say for this video yet, so it could be a little rough. Please forgive me. Mainly just doing this to show you how it works. Got my handy dandy mini microphone plugged in. All right, now click off anywhere just in the black space. So that way I'm not selecting on one of the clips and editing, and hit the voiceover button in the bottom right. Then basically you just hold to record. Now, I did a test of this a minute ago, and it sounded like it adds some noise reduction at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press record and let it sit for a couple seconds so it can get the room noise. Then it'll auto duck when I start talking. I think that'll fix it. Technical stuff. Just give a pause at the beginning. Do you want to visit one of the coolest Christmas stores on the East Coast? Well, go no further than exit 95 on Interstate 95 in North Carolina to a place called Dwayne's. It has one of the coolest Christmas stores. If you head to the back of the store, they have other stuff in here, everything from Yeti cups to snack foods, but go all the way to the back and enter into a winter wonderland. This place is absolutely amazing. If you're looking to get in the Christmas spirit, go ahead and head over to Dwayne's because I was there in October and they're already set up, ready for the holidays. There you go. And that was 41 seconds. Clearly, I've got to cut out some video, but go ahead and unplug that. And I'm going to grab that and move it over. Come back here to this clip of walking into Christmas Land. And I just kind of drug it to the beginning there. So now when I play it, all right, so because I'm recording my screen, I can't really tell if that sounded good or not. It's just on Interstate 95 in North Carolina to a place called... Sounds good, but it's not playing through my speakers on my phone. It's playing through the headphone jack or the earpiece. But I'll go ahead and edit it along like it, assuming it works. So now there's only a couple shots here where I want to line up. See right there, it sounds like it peaks from where I'm listening. On the East Coast, well, go no further than exit 95 on Interstate 95 in North Carolina to a place called Dwayne's. All right, so I'm going to zoom back in here. And then I'm just going to trim this one down. To a place called Dwayne's. It has one of the coolest Christmas stores. I think I'm going to remove that clip. Doesn't give enough context. All right, let's see. I'm going to move this whole clip right there. Then I'm going to come to the end where I had this. And this clip I know is going to be too long. Drag that right there, I think it was. Whoops, I had to undo some stuff because I lost my my audio there for a second for some reason. But that's a good time to show you that undo button. If you just click that undo button right above the timeline there, looks like a little back button. There we go. Right there. Go back here and re-delete that clip. They have other stuff in here, everything from Yeti cups to snack foods. Go all the way to the back. Go all the way to the back and enter into a winter wonderland. I'm going to find that shot of the winter wonderland sign. All right, and just drag it all the way up to the front here. And it's going to go, I think, right here. Let's find out. Cups to snack food. Go all the way to the back and enter into a winter wonderland. All right. I can shrink that one down. Wonderland. This place is absolutely amazing. If you're looking to get in the Christmas spirit, go ahead and head over to Dwayne's. Shorten that one down because it doesn't need to be that long. Let's see. I think I'm going to cut out a lot of the close detail shots. As much as I like them, I really want to show the feel of the whole space. So I'm going to show a lot of the wide shots. So let's see. I might leave that one in there, you guys. I really like that clip. Even though it's in plastic, it's super cute. Also, let's see here. I wonder. I haven't tried to do this yet. Fade in duration, fade out duration. So, this little button up here, I'm assuming, I haven't done this. You're watching me learn on the fly. If you know about video, you know about keyframes, and I've heard that this program could do keyframes. So, I'm trying to, I'm going to play around with that because right about here, I want to add a keyframe, and then I want to take the volume up on the audio, mainly because my voiceover ends. So I want it to end and then the music to kind of take over for a couple seconds. So let's see. Well, there you go. I don't know how to move that keyframe, but it does what I want it to do. The audio comes up, so you even have keyframes in this. It's that little diamond beside the back button up there. You just hit that plus, and then you change the effect however you want it. You just watched me learn how to do that on the fly. That's how easy this app is to use. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. I might do some faster edits. Let's see. Whoop, let's shorten that one down in half. This one's going to get way shortened. Let's see here. Let's try another thing. Let's see. I want to curve. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This is actually a pretty advanced editing system for a phone. See how I did that speed ramp there? I can even take that and do that, and then it will kind of back out, hit plus. So now instead of it just being a static backing up shot, it kind of zooms out really fast, makes it feel like a different cut subconsciously without having a different cut, and it reveals more of that frame there. Let's see, I might just take this to the end because this whole thing is only 58 seconds. So let's see, I'm going to take this clip out like I mentioned earlier. I'm going to shorten this one down. Shorten that one down. And then I'm probably, unless there's a better one. Yep, didn't use that one, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And then I'm going to select this one, animation, out, fade out. And then it will actually want the fade out to be a little longer. So I'm going to hit animation, out. I'm going to take that out to a little over 2 seconds. So as the music fades, it starts to fade. And you can see that it added their little CapCut logo. Literally just select it, hit delete. That's how easy that is. All right, so now I might have to re-record this voiceover after I get done recording, just because I think it peaked a couple times. I think this little microphone was a little too powerful, but let's check it out. Do you want to visit one of the coolest Christmas stores on the East Coast? Well, go no further than exit 95 on Interstate 95 in North Carolina to a place called Dwayne's. It has one of the coolest Christmas stores. If you head to, so I want to shorten that down. So and the bummer part about this, when you go back and watch it and you're like, oh, it didn't line up right, the rest of it, it affects everything downstream. So to a place called Dwayne's. It has one of the coolest Christmas stores. If you head to the back of the store, they have other stuff in here, everything from Yeti cup. All right, so I think I'm going to extend that one out to kind of make up the difference. Go all the way to the back and enter into a winter wonderland. This place is absolutely amazing. If you're looking to get into Christmas spirit, go ahead and head over to Dwayne's, because I was there in October and they're already set up, ready for the holidays. There you go. All right, now one other thing, I want to show you another advanced piece of technology that this thing has that I was really impressed to see is stabilization. So let's find a clip here. Trying to find one that has a little shake in it. A lot of times the best practice for shooting stable is to not walk when you're getting the shots. So stand still, do pullbacks, that kind of stuff. So I was doing that, but you see this one's got a little shake. So let's select this clip and come all the way over here to stabilize. I'm going to go to the recommended amount. It's pretty quick. Hit the check mark. So one thing you have to look out for with the stabilization, you even have to look out for it in Premiere Pro, is what I call turning your clips into jello. The best way to see it is to look in the corners of the shot, because that's where it's going to be moving the shot to stabilize it. So if you really care about the footage looking perfect and you don't want any jello shots, that came out weird. You don't want any shots that look like jello. Then just make sure to go back, watch it a few times on repeat, and just kind of watch each corner and make sure that you don't see any kind of weird warping going on. So if you watch watch the bottom part of this frame, and I'm going to export it and use it because for TikTok and Instagram, it doesn't really matter professionalism. Like, I don't have to have everything perfectly stable. But if you see the bottom of this frame where it's trying to correct it, you can watch it kind of stretch. See it kind of wiggle. If you're looking at the middle, if you're reading the sign, you might not would notice it. But I can. So come back in here to stabilize. You can do minimal cropping. Maybe that'll get rid of it. Wasn't as bad. Kind of have to pick your poison. Would you rather it be shaky or warpy? All right, but that is all you have to do. You can change the cover, but you can set the cover on TikTok and Instagram and that kind of stuff. So if you want to change the cover, you come in here and you can just kind of scrub through and find whatever frame you want to use. So let's say I wanted to use Santa right here. You can do that. You can add text. You can add all this kind of stuff. Here we go. Let's see, save. And there you go. You have your video. Now click the button up at the top and it's exporting. There you go. You have your vertical video shot, edited, and voiceovered on the iPhone. I'm actually going to go ahead and share this to my TikTok and my Instagram because why not, right? Everybody knows I love Christmas. So if you have any questions about shooting on an iPhone, editing on an iPhone, let me know. I think that's all we got. Check out CapCut, totally free. I have not paid a cent for this app, and you saw everything I just did with it. It's pretty incredible. Thanks for checking out this video on Video Creation School. Check back every week for a new piece of content, and if you have any questions about how to make a specific video or do a certain thing with video, if you go to any of my blog posts, at the very bottom, there's a box there, a form to fill out, and all that does is email me. It doesn't put you on an email list or anything. It just emails me to say, hey, I have this question. Or on the right sidebar on every blog post, there's also one of those boxes. So feel free to email me any questions you have when it regards to making video. See you next week, videocreationschool.com.